Hello and good evening, everybody. Welcome to Sagas of Anyma, our collaboratively built Daggerheart setting that we are playing our first campaign in. If you are just joining us, this is episode 4, and if you are curious as to how this whole shenanigan-filled story has started, you can check out all of our episodes over at YouTube if you just look up Crit Hit Chronicles. We've got all of our past episodes for all of our campaigns, and go check it out. Before we get started with tonight's episode, we're going to go ahead and introduce our wonderful cast. I have to look. Okay, no one's eating. Okay, Daniel, why don't you get us started?
Hey everyone, how's it going? My name is Daniel K. Hargrove, also known as Daniel the DM, and tonight I'm playing everyone's favorite Infernus, Emberkin, Elementalist, Sorcerer, Brim. And super excited to be here. We're going to pass it off to Aaron.
God, sorry. Hi, I'm Aaron. I'm playing Tempest. I forgot to put captions back on. I can't do it. Okay.
You were so excited.
So excited. I cracked the code. I'm playing Tempest. I am a Skykin, and Brim's my buddy, and I'm on a moose. LB.
Hello everybody, I'm LB Hackemup, and I'm going to be playing Mare. She is a bog witch, and that's all. Danny!
I'm Danny. I forgot I was muted. Hey everybody, I'm CJNB. I'll be playing Kynel, our Woodkin Elemental Druid this evening. I'm the Moose. That's fun. Daryl.
Hello, I'm Daryl. I bought a new chair. I'll be playing Stakks, your favorite wild boy Aetherius brawler, specifically a juggernaut. He's here for a good time and to fight, and not fall out of chairs. Take it away, Cujo.
The night is
Yeah, I was just saying. And I'm Cujo. I will be your chronicler this evening, playing everyone else and the loose screw in Daryl's chair. When last we left our intrepid heroes, they had made they had made a bit of a ruckus, if you will, in Billow Bay. Our beloved Bog Witch decided to utilize Kynel's distracting abilities to put some graffiti on the wall of the mayor's house, telling them that the Nightmare of the Moor is, I believe, is watching. Was that the phrase that you had said?
I said the bog will rise and the nightmare will come.
Yes, not creepy. At the same time, our beloved Brim and Stakks both engaged in a little bit of money-making brawling, in which the town's champions, a set of elven twins, were very quickly and very embarrassingly dispatched by these two with some incredible symmetry. As everybody was relishing in the chest of gold that they had won, and what they could do to, or what supplies or items that they would need, they encountered something. An individual of elven descent that had entered into town, and there was a little bit of a strange aura about them, in that everybody nearby just sort of stopped. They stopped feeling. They stopped feeling anything. And when Stakks had approached the twins, who had just angrily or disappointedly admitted their defeat, their conversation was numb. It was at that point that this individual, this strange elf, had approached Stakks and had asked if anybody had left from the swamps to the south. Stakks hid this information, but unfortunately this individual was quite perceptive. And after a very tense conversation, this individual began to attack the town with extreme magical capabilities. And with Brim's ability to gather some insight on this individual. This was identified as one of the Nothing, a group of individuals who do not subscribe to any emotion, and in that numbness have accessed a terrible and dangerous power. This individual chased our heroes throughout the city in hopes that they would attain the shard piece that they had found in the swamps to the south. After narrowly escaping the Nothing, they then made their way towards the Goliath Spires, the large forest of trees that our beloved Kynel was familiar with, I believe. It was both of you. So, we will return. I will say, just for the sake of brevity, it did take a couple days travel, so you can do your downtime activities. If that means you guys are full up on health and armor and stress, that's fine. Is there any conversation, are there any moments that you all wish to share on your travel there?
Definitely. I'm just clearing my wounds and hurting and fixing my hurts. Yeah, I think the night after the attack in the town, I think Kynel had thoughts that he wanted to ask Brim and Mare. Whether that was on the road, whether that was at a rest stop, either one is fine. But I think, Lady Mare and Brim, could I please have a moment of your time?
Sure.
Well, you both mentioned that the Nothing seemed to be more dangerous because of their lack of emotion. I, too, lack the capacity to express or feel emotion. Am I a risk or a hazard for the cause or this team?
No, not necessarily. The Nothing are a bit different. And I think in that moment, Brim will create a small flame in his hand. Magic is magic. It is neutral. And spells can be cast as such. However, the influence of emotion creates a range of different reactions. And I think you'll watch as the flame that's within his hand begins to kind of go across like the color spectrum and morph into different shades, kind of implying emotions associated with them. And then he says, and in doing so, we can use our emotions to amplify the magic that is present. However, the power that they are accessing, we don't quite understand. It's neutral. And I think he just watches the flame just kind of goes this like pale white flame and then just goes sort of translucent. Almost like when you just see the like emissions of just heat rising from a distance that kind of distort the view of things looking through it. So it's not necessarily the lack of emotion that's the issue. It's the power that's associated with it.
So we have reason to believe that my neutrality is not fueled by a lack of emotion or a neutral power flowing into it, just a lack of emotion.
Yeah, for the most part.
Yes, and you do not have an evil being that has created you. At least not that we know.
Again,
I don't believe so.
The biggest issue is we just don't know enough about the Nothing and where their powers come from, how they channel it. We just don't know.
Understood. It's nice to know that you are confident in my capabilities to be neutral and not dangerous.
When you protect your earth plants and you see them being harmed, what goes through you?
It's less of a feeling and more of a directive. I was told by an authorized user that I am supposed to protect the forest. I'm supposed to protect the plants, and I am supposed to protect the earth. Therefore, when I see one in harm, my goal is to protect it.
And you are supposed to do as I tell you as well, yes?
Correct. All authorized users give me a directive and I am to follow it.
So if I was to tell you to kill Tempest, would you?
As an authorized user, yes, that is what I would do.
What does your
Whoa.
directive... What does your directive tell you now when I say that?
Then I am inquisitive, Lady Mare, because I do have a follow-up question. However, I intended this conversation just for you. But as an authorized user, do you wish to have anyone else hear this, or would you rather the privacy?
I do not have anything to hide.
So for confirmation, Tempest, Brim, and Stakks are permitted to hear this conversation.
I'm not sure what it is about, but ask your question.
Okay. Lady Mare, this conversation was meant for authorized users, and with your permission, I wish to ask about your quest the other day, in vandalizing the mayor's home. Though it is not out of the realm of regularity for you to do something as such, you did make me an accomplice in this case, which, though I don't wish to scold or reprimand your actions, I am, however, conflicted how this currently has any effect on my designation to protect the forest. Could you please explain how vandalizing the mayor's home helps with my prime objective?
A very good question. Your directive is to protect the forest. And we have been living in that place for, well, I have for quite some time. I've protected it, as so have you. We are leaving. And what are we protecting it from? The people. If the people go in there and find that we are gone, they are more likely to do harm to the forest. I'm giving them a reason to fear it more, so that they don't.
I understand your motive. However, it seems like there's an unnecessary level of hostility, both with preventing people from entering the forest and the aforementioned statement about killing Tempest. Wit looks at Tempest, which, by the way, I have no intention of doing.
Follow-up question. What?
It was an example. People function in a variety of ways, Kynel. They have motivation, and some are different, but most function the same. Most use fear as motivation to do good or bad. Some younger humanoids will use the fear of rejection of their friends to do foolish things, like go into the woods to find the witch. This is a way to prevent them from doing so. I find that fear is the best motivator to get what you need.
I understand your motivations, Lady Mare. However, I believe your directive as an authorized user is way too swayed in organic feelings. At this time, I unfortunately have calculated that you are not well equipped to remain as an authorized user of this verdant unit, and at this time I must remove your authorized user status as Nightmare of the Moor, aka Lady Mare.
There is like a slight like shoulder shake, and you hear a little chuckle.
You see, Kynel, that is exactly why you are different than them. You see good, and you see evil, and you see the difference.
She kind of turns around and starts working on something in her hands.
I see. Well, at this time, all upcoming requests and prior directives have been removed from authorized user and are no longer valid. Task, protect the shard at all costs, has been canceled.
That is Fine.
So, would you mind explaining what your thought process was?
With what?
All of this?
I'm confused.
With Kynel, in particular.
Kynel is unique. Kynel can't be influenced by those around him unless they are authorized users. He also does not have any feelings or emotions. He is probably the best source of protection that the shard can have. Do you not think so?
Oh, no, I agree. I just, I can't tell if you're egging him on towards self-governance and sentience, or you're just a bit blinded by your way of doing things.
Well, I think that is part of the mystery, isn't it? My directive remains the same. Protect the shard from falling into the wrong hands. And I believe that Kynel, with more individuality, is a good thing. He doesn't need to like me. He just needs to become what he is supposed to be.
For clarification, Lady Mare, it is not that I like or dislike you. I don't have the capacity to do such. I just no longer trust your capabilities as an authorized user.
And that is lovely.
I'm glad you believe so.
So we're not killing me, right?
No.
Not yet.
Pardon?
Stakks leans over to Tempest. What are we talking about?
I have no clue. No clue.
All right.
I might die though, so it's been.
I'm
a long
going to
night.
bed.
Okay.
Good night,
Good night,
Grim.
Grim.
You're out of the city. Do you have a pre-existing condition or something? Why are you dying? Oh, everyone's going to sleep. Okay.
At the end of the day, we're all really dying, Stakks. Well, I'm not. I'm more just... I don't know. Becoming inadequate when it comes to the technology, but you all are dying regularly.
You don't know my life.
I do not, but I believe you're organic life form, correct?
You don't
Questionable.
know how long I live.
That is true, but it still means time will pass and you eventually will die of natural causes.
Says you.
Says science.
Maybe I found the fountain of youth and I live forever. You don't know.
You're right. I don't know. Have you found the fountain of youth?
Maybe. I'm
Okay.
gonna go do some stretches now.
Have fun. Enjoy your stretches, Stack.
Stakks fully strips all the way down to his boxer briefs and it just does a full split between two logs with his arms crossed, staring straight ahead.
It's so gratuitous. And it's just Baki.
I think as everyone is going into sleep, Mare will approach Kynel and just say, just so we're clear, I am grateful for your companionship and the fact that you are moving in the right direction is, well, I don't often have pride, but I think that perhaps that's what it is.
Thank you, Lady Mare. I also never have pride, so I'm not sure what that feels like. I actually have no feelings towards the statements you've made, but it sounds like you're in a positive mindset about the whole thing, which is wonderful.
Do you want to?
Do I want to have feelings?
Yes.
I think there's this moment of silence but complete stillness as Kynel doesn't know what exactly to answer to that question. Yeah. There's almost like less of a technical, but more just kind of like wood grain, almost like rotating onto itself and thinking. This does not compute. I was not designed to feel emotion, so I have no desire to feel emotion. Do you believe I should have emotion?
I think emotion gives power in the most literal of sense. But it is interesting to see one that does not, as you do. And you have so much power. But you also, I think, deep down, have desire. Even if you don't recognize it.
Perhaps this is true. However, at the current time, I do not feel that feelings are relevant to the cause that I must partake in. And with recent events, I believe that it is not safe to accept anything from you that would give me emotional status. Thank you for the offer, but as an unauthorized user, I refuse to accept.
I do not have the capability to give you emotion, Kynel. That is something you would have to do on your own.
I see. Quandary? Then why did you ask?
Curiosity.
I understand. Are there any other questions, Lady Mare?
What is your intent? Now that you are not...
My prime directive kicks back in. I am to protect the forest. At this current time, protecting the shard is still a part of that. However, at all cost is no longer part of my objective. My life is no longer on the line for the shard, just the forest.
Fair. All right. Will you watch over us and make sure we don't get hurt when we are sleeping?
You are not an authorized user, therefore I cannot adhere to that request.
I was asking, not requesting.
I apologize. At this time, I cannot help you.
Understood.
She stands up and she moves over to like the outside of the circle of the fire and like kind of places herself facing away and starts her watch.
Have a lovely evening, Lady Mare. I think as Kynel just puts the hook of his staff up under the tree, wraps up in the leaves, and you just see the light kind of turn out as he just hangs there, absolutely still. The only thing moving the leaves.
I will say, definitely that first night as you guys are traveling across those plains. Anybody who is on watch would see the glow of fire in the distance, in the direction of Billow Bay. It's clear that the nothing clearly was not done with what seemed to be their mission. The air is a little thick with the distant smell of smoke and fire. The next few days, you are all met with peace as you are able to travel safely and freely. As you make it to the border of the Goliath Spires, you would see that these trees in particular are much larger and much more than prior forests or swamps. If you are new to the Pitten, this is a forest for giants. These trees expand at the trunk to maybe 10, 15 feet in radius. They are truly massive. And the tops of these trees extend up, far, far, far up, creating a canopy that almost looks like it's touching the atmosphere. Now, as you are seeing this, and you can sort of recognize a few different ways through, one thing immediately strikes you. There is no set path through the Goliath Spires. There is the space between these trees. So, what is your aim? What is the goal?
So, what is our aim? What is our goal? Yeah. I know
Very
we
well
have to pass through, but are there any people in particular that we should meet along the way on our way out of here?
The one that I know in here, I don't think you want to meet.
Well, all right.
What?
I said the one I
Sorry,
know in here.
it's so close to my actual accent, and for me to not recognize what the hell you just said.
I said the one I know in here you don't want to meet.
Okay. All right.
Although he will give us protection through the wood.
That completely changes.
Like, wait,
What is
something
that?
different.
The idea that Brim was just like, yeah.
I don't fucking know what she said. I don't know.
My language receptors
That
are
was
fried. I have no idea
That
what you
was
just said,
Gerald.
Lady Mare.
Yeah, that was Daryl saying that. That was not Stat.
Yeah.
Anyone else?
Cujo,
If
about
not-
how wide is the base of one of these trees, would you say?
Oliver.
Easily 20 feet.
About how long would it take for someone to run around in a full circle around one of these trees?
10 seconds.
Was this math class?
Yeah.
If
That says one 20-foot radius tree.
Johnny has
Quadratic
I won't
formula?
lie. That's where my
6 feet of
brain
string.
went, and I was like,
Well,
I sucked at this
if
in
you have
school.
30 feet of movement
Johnny has 30 feet of movement.
in 6 seconds.
It's
And you
20
Oh, okay. So, oh, my
Right
bad.
around.
They're just really tall. I thought the base. I thought they were all just like the
Both.
gigantic.
Both. They are
like,
gigantic.
Think
Yeah,
about it.
X,
no,
Y,
they
and
are
Z axis.
gigantic around, like at the trunk, and they also continue up far taller than other trees that you would see. Very much redwoods, but bigger. Because
Thick and
Fancy
wide
redwood.
and long and tall.
That's how I like them.
Fred Woods.
Tonnage and girthage.
My friend know about current events. Cujo?
hold on, you need to give me a second. Hold on.
So on tonnage and girthage, is that what it was? Is that what it was said?
I need to think of like a D inspiration to give out.
Give us stress.
This is
Yeah.
our time out.
Oh my god.
So the only reason I was asking was because Stakks, I don't think Stakks has ever been here before. Never seen trees this large before. His first instinct is, I want to see how long it takes me to run around.
Oh my god.
like
You
a
are a
child,
child.
like a child,
Yeah.
like a child seeing a tree. I want to see. Literally, he the inner Luffy of it all, just like this big ass tree. I want to see how long it takes me to run around it.
Oh my god. Rate my jump.
Mom, watch.
Okay.
Yes, very nice.
To
son.
answer Stack's question, 20 seconds. I don't know.
20 seconds.
No, we'll say 10 seconds. Sure, I guess.
I mean, LB did say 6, which is the right.
I said if it takes 30 feet to run 6
Oh
seconds.
yeah,
30
6 seconds.
Yeah. No, I
4
was
seconds.
doing the math. Whatever.
He does it.
10 seconds.
He does
Not
it in
that
two, so
long.
he's very
Does my friend know
does
about
it-
current events?
Yes, they do.
He does it in 2 seconds. He does it in a very short amount of time and just goes.
Uh-huh.
That was the punchline. He does it
Well,
faster.
While Stakks is running laps, Mare
Brim's
is
like-
going to address Brim. I think if we want to find out what's going on in Thesa, it might be
Yeah.
a good idea to speak to my friend.
The one that we shouldn't speak to.
Well, I think it's the one that you won't like.
You
Why
have
is
a
that?
friend.
I have many friends.
Shocking. Go on. I'm intrigued now. I'm into this. I'm in this now.
They're the one who taught me everything I know. Magically. Oh, am I frozen? No, everyone's just standing very still.
Can you hear
No,
us?
we were just actively listening. Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
See?
I mean, if you think we have nothing to lose.
Well, thank you, Cujo. I think that before we go in there, you're going to have to steel yourselves. Tempest, you specifically are going to have a little bit of trouble.
It feels like targeting Tempest.
To be fair, Tempest is always constantly trying to leave us.
That was like one time.
I think
Yeah,
it's
we've only known
mostly
each other
just
for like 2 days.
Tempest is easy to feed off of, and he would have a field day with her.
I'd like to go in the opposite direction of wherever Mare wants to go.
That's
And that's
like,
that's
what we-
fine. However, we will be walking into a situation where we know nothing about what's going on in Thesa.
Cool.
All right.
So either we know, either we don't.
Tempest, I've got to ask, where do you come into this scenario? You seem like you really don't want to be here. Brim is very studious.
I will have you know, I want nothing more than to live in this world and be here presently. So you were very much mistaken. I'd like to live.
Right. Okay. I meant like, why were you in the forest to begin with? Because you don't seem like you wanted to be there looking for the peace. I mean, I wasn't there looking for it. I was just kind of there, but you seem like you didn't want to be there in general. So
I was having a lovely day with Brim. Weren't we having a lovely day together until
We
all
weren't.
this
We weren't
happened?
looking for the shard. That was a complete accident. I don't want to be on this quest either. To be fair, it's just this is of great import.
oh, you just kind of walking in a random direction too, then?
We were genuinely just having a good day, and now we're being hunted by
Oh,
people who just
I thought you were kind of.
the
I
power of
think
nothingness.
I taught Brim about azimuths. We picked one,
Yeah.
and I went in that direction.
It was very nice.
Oh, I thought you were kind of with the soldier people at first.
No.
Yeah. All right. But then again, it would be strange because you immediately started trying to, fight/kill them. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad we got that all cleared up.
All right, I'm gonna.
Mare, the way to your friend.
Wonderful.
Stacks believes absolutely
So-
none of that, but he's just gonna. Internally, he's just externally, it's just like,
Still doing that.
So, while this forest has great space between these trees, it is massive. And I believe that this is going to call for a group roll. This is going to be an instinct roll to be able to navigate your way through this gigantic forest. So, here's how these works. How these work. I can't speak today. One person is going to make the big roll. They are going to make the roll against the DC that I have in my head. And everybody else is going to make an instinct roll with a difficulty of 10. If you succeed, that will give the person heading the roll a +1 to their result. If you fail, that will be a -1 to their result.
Really quick, what is
And
this
if
roll
we
for
bust
again?
doubles.
Instinct.
It's going to
For
be
what?
instinct to navigate through this forest to be able to get to where you need to go.
Would
Do
you
I have
consider it?
advantage?
Yeah, I was going to ask the same thing.
I would say if Mare is leading the roll, you would have advantage. I would say either Mare or Kynel.
Do I get little individual advantage for being able to navigate harsh environments and use my survival knowledge?
Yeah, I'd say that fits.
Six.
I'm scrolling through all my stuff to see if I have a reason to have advantage outside of just narrative.
We're
Oh,
not
advantage to be a teacher.
actively we're not actively tracking Mare's friend, are we? Or are we just trying to navigate in general?
I would say the point of it is to be able to move through and maintain your sense of direction, so to not fully get lost. in
Got
this
it.
I knew I
forest.
should have led the roll.
Sick.
Why I oughta.
I got a 10 with hope, so I'm clear.
Okay.
I
I
got
believe for
two
group
12s.
rolls, don't.
No,
fucking-
no, this is a group roll, so it doesn't count.
No, I was just gonna say, we know we have a new term for that.
What's the term?
Who knows? But so that's a +1 to whomstever is helming
Yes.
that roll.
All right, that's +2 so far.
Am I helming the roll?
Either you can or I can. You asked, so I figured you would.
I have +3. That's
I also have +3. Yeah.
okay.
So
Why
go
don't
for it.
you
I
do
rolled
it?
I rolled a 14
Sure.
with hope, so that's an
Okay.
additional +1.
So that's going to be a +3.
24. Oh, it's a crit. I'm sorry. I'm straight bussin'. I mean, what was it?
I'm busting doubles. What was it?
Busting doubles.
Straight busted.
God.
Very good.
You're
Impressive.
Oh, we busted
I'm
doubles,
enjoying
baby.
all of this.
All right. Well, that is the best possible result going into a group roll. So, Kynel, what'd you get?
Is this before I add everybody's stuff?
Add it all together.
It's +4.
Yes.
Is what I get. 25.
25. All right. I have a question for Kynel.
Yes.
You do know of who Mare is mentioning as somebody to go to. However, you also know individuals in this forest. So if you are leading the charge, would you lead them to Mare's contact? Or would you lead them to your own?
Keeping in mind that we are trying to
Uh-huh.
get information about what's going on at Thesa,
Yeah.
would they know about that?
But do you trust their directive? They're no longer.
That's,
I
the
mean,
thing
that's
is
up
the-
to you. Live your best life.
With
But-
the conversation we had earlier, Kynel would not go where Mare wants to go.
Okay.
Yeah, I think for a flavor and visual of it, I think as the group, we'll go back to Stakks doing laps around the tree, and Kynel's kind of just staring into the forest and says, I believe we should head this way, and just starts to walk.
Okay. You all make your way through this forest, and you can hear the sounds of wildlife and birds flying and tweeting through the air, but they are not visible as they must be high above you. It's almost, you get the feeling of being suddenly very small in the world. But as you continue to make your way through, Tempest, as the sun is starting to set, you hear something behind you in the underbrush.
Who's around me, like immediately near me?
I will be.
Probably not me.
Okay.
Because I
you're
know
there.
you're scared of me.
Yeah,
Okay.
I was
always probably
actively
near you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was also actively like carrying you through the city as we were trying to escape. So he's just kind of like, oh yeah, Tempest can't really run,
Residual
so-
hand holding. Got it. Okay. I'm not gonna say anything yet, but I am gonna look.
You can see that one particular part of this underbrush is fully just and like slowly moving a little closer.
Hey, little guy. Guys, I think there's something here. I'm gonna like be super cool. I'm gonna be super chill to the little bramble thing, whatever that is. But to everybody else, and be like, guys, there's a little fella who's probably lost. Help me.
Hello, friend.
You're doing great, Tempest. I believe in you. Do it.
What am I supposed to do? What if it kills me? Mare, is this?
don't know.
Did you send this?
No.
I'm gonna have my crossbow out. I'm gonna point my crossbow. I never get to use that.
As you all slowly get a little closer to this underbrush, you start to see the piece that was moving was just one small little bit. And then as you guys get closer, the like 7 or 8 other bushes that are immediately next to it also move. As Kynel, you would recognize what this is after it happens. But all of the sudden, there is a huge bear that looks like it's made of mud and brush and trees and leaves and branches, just immediately rises and like starts to like move towards you all until and they sort of meander over to Kynel and
Why? Hello, friend. It's a pleasure to see you again.
What? No. Stop now. I have my crossbow. No situational awareness. It's everywhere.
That, my friend, is a bear.
Kynel,
Yes.
I would like for you to come up with the name of the affectionate familiar of your druid friend.
Brad.
Jeff.
When Kynel showed up in the forest once upon a time, I think the similar situation happened. And there wasn't fear in Kynel, but there was a lot more defense to it. Because I think this bear was a lot more hostile the first time around. And Kynel has this, I hesitate to say feeling every time, has this memory, I guess, of being like, oh, well, this was far scarier the first time. There was much more of a hazard. But I think as he reaches out and starts to pet the bear and like scratches right underneath his jaw, it's just like, Dodger, it's lovely to see you again.
They like lean back on their haunches and like do one of these to like slowly pull Kynel's wooden form against them. And there's this awkward, almost like you see a dog like climb onto somebody, like they're not hugging, but they're just on them. Dodger 100% is just like existing on Kynel for a little bit.
My, I say with the utmost care, I believe you've gained weight.
And
Feeding you well.
And you can hear echoing from some of the trees behind you. Well, we kind of have to. He's a growing boy. As slowly
Toby?
moving through the trees is your druid companion, Kynel. This is an ancient-looking halfling. They've got grayish hair that is like a mess of curls. That there's still this little like shock of rust-colored hair somewhere hidden within. She's got a plump face, and obviously like her age is showing, but there's still a fair amount of wrinkles on her cheeks as she wears a collection of pelts and bits of fabric, and there's this hood that comes over their head that you see somehow has started to grow like a small twig or tree or something like that is starting to grow out of the hood. And she's got a gnarled staff that kind of comes to this almost natural looking thick, almost fist at the very top as she approaches. I know, you're looking well, you big taballard. And they sort of like clunk against the wood on your chest.
There's no like physical movement. There's just that the hollow wood just kind of echoes inside the now empty chest. Oh, why thank you, Nallis. I appreciate it. I try not to gain any lard. I'm not physically capable of doing so.
One day you'll learn, and then all the lard will be on watch. Who are you? Who are the rest of? And then their eyes are gonna find Mare. Let me see. Welcome. How may I assist as you enter my grove?
Comrades, this is Nallis. They are the leader of the druids that raised me. Nallis, these are my friends Tempest, Brim, Stakks, and Lady Mare, the Nightmare of the Morn, but you seem to be aware of that.
Hello, we appreciate your hospitality. We are simply just seeking any support that we can in making our way to Thesa.
Thesa? Why are you going to Thesa?
Well, we have business there. We're trying to find individuals that could possibly help us with...
There's a trail just outside the spires that you could use. It's where those confounded caravans... Why? You see, like, they're like sort of whimsical old grandmother fades as that is said out loud.
Well, Nallis, in the other forest, we found this shard that seems to be of the hammer. And we are the ones currently carrying it.
Don't show it here.
Of course not. Mare has it right now? I forget who. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
This is Danny, not Kynel. I just forgot where we handed that bad thing off to. Of course, we will keep it concealed for the time being. Do you wish to go to somewhere more private?
Yes, come on. And they just turn and they shuffle with a little bit more speed. It takes several seconds after Nallis starts moving before Dodger. And he starts to climb off of Kynel and just sort of lumber after Nallis.
My turn, I think, in the most whimsical way that we've seen Kynel so far, like climbs up on top of Dodger, like a kid riding a horse. It's just far too wide for his legs, but he's just like now sitting on the back of Dodger.
You all
keep that out. Or you
Okay.
put that away. Stakks says this to Tempest. I don't think the bear's gonna try and eat you.
We don't know that. And I'm just gonna
Think it would've
walk.
done it.
I'm just gonna walk with my crossbow fucking over my shoulder, like I'm
Don't worry,
running
Tempest.
away.
Dodger only likes fish.
Great,
Is that your main weapon?
that you know of.
Your finger was on the trigger the whole time. No trigger discipline. All right, let's go.
Wow. As you all follow behind Dodger and behind Nollis, eventually, as the sun sets, there's some sort of ambient light that is starting to illuminate in the bushes and the shrubbery, and even in the trees above. They almost look like fireflies, but they're much larger. You can see them, thousands of them, in the canopy above you. You see them dance across the sky, where you know the canopy is obscured, but it has created this kind of eerie, almost haunted look to this forest. And as you continue to move through, it takes just a little bit to get to where you're going, but eventually you come upon this hill that, as you crest, reveals a grove. This grove is a collection of what some with herbal expertise would consider to be highly rare plants and herbs and flowers. But built into this grove, there are small huts, no bigger than maybe a foot or two high, as you start to see that some of these firefly-like creatures are climbing out of these huts, and you can see that they are indeed fairies. That immediately upon leaving their domain, and as they flex their wings with their beady-like eyes and their small, almost arachnid forms light up at their back as they take off into the sky above. There is one hut that is central. This hut is much bigger, and as opposed to these smaller dwellings, which look to be freshly made from bark, from mud, from what have you, this one very much looks like it was built into the trunk of a dead tree. And this trunk sort of curls up, almost like this tree had died before it actually achieved anything close to the height that it was supposed to. And in those knots, and in those openings you can see in the wood, there is the glow of some sort of light coming from within. Nollis, don't pay them no mind. They're just visitors. Be nice. She just shouts at the lights above. Come on, come on. And she approaches a door that is very much her size and pushes it open, and then continues to shuffle inside. The door comes up to 3 feet off the ground.
Maris Mare ducks a little bit and walks in.
Maris reference.
I mean, two characters today.
You finally got out of the TVS.
Sorry, that was
So dumb. The weirdest crit hit reference.
pharmacy line is crazy.
Ridiculous.
Yeah, I think as the little door flies open, Kynel was like very gentlemanly holding it open. Please, after you all. It's just like, I'm imagining the size of holding like one of those like build your own kid plastic playhouses. Like he's just holding this little door looking at the party who Mare could fit, but like everyone else is probably tall enough to be like, all right, start crawling.
Like, from what Stakks is seeing, if he crawls inside, will he be able to fit in there? Like, is the door the only small part?
No.
Trust me, it's bigger on the inside.
I will say it's definitely got TARDIS.
It's fine.
TARDIS logic behind it.
This is just going to determine whether or not Stakks just starts sleeping instead of participating. Okay. All right. Actually, you know what? Because it's a new thing, he's going to crawl inside anyway. But the way he crawls, it's very cartoony. Like he's actively using his fingers to pull himself forward because he's strong enough to do it.
Tom and Jerry ass.
He's fully Grinching it.
I will say, one by one in your own ways, you all manage to squeeze inside and find a much larger interior, one that does not quite match what you had seen outside. Still very much a witch's hut, but this is a little bit more warm, lively. There are small jars filled with all sorts of herbs, some of which have lids, others don't, and so those herbs have started to grow and started to climb out a little bit. There are small insects that like they float nearby, but they don't actively land on any of you just yet. And the Solace sort of shifts over to what looks to be a large throne made of, again, pelts, maybe some bits of cloth and leather, and they sort of plop down. You see this individual shift as the old crone has disappeared, and in their place is what looks to be a dryad-looking individual, younger in feature. Their proportions are a little bit more that of a standard humanoid. They've got green skin that sort of comes to these points, almost like the edges of a leaf that gradually goes from this vibrant green into an autumn orange brownish at the very end. And they their form is both their own, and like their outfit is also a part of them. So there are just these leaves that sort of cover their features as they sit. Kynel, welcome back. Yeah. So, you say that you have the shard.
Correct. At this time, do you wish for us to bring it out?
Yes, but first, and she's going to sort of like look at Kynel's form. Have you been injured recently?
Not much. I was attacked by a storm of fire from the sky.
Oh. Delightful.
It's okay.
Some of your wood looks singed. Hold, please. And you watch actually as Solace rises and fully takes, like, I assume, where would some of your more singed pieces be?
Ooh, we were mostly hit as the moose. So if the fire splashed like here, I'm imagining in moose mode it would have been on like the front of the horn and probably like the front of the leg. So in regular Kynel form, it was probably like singe across like the top of his face, and then like the right arm.
Okay. We'll say that the singe on the face, she just approaches, and you guys watch as she just sort of with her thumb brushes along the line of where those singe marks are, and you watch as the wood revitalizes and those singe marks are removed. There. Oh, darling. And they fully take the panel that is your arm, or rather the outer part, and you just watch as she just removes that piece of wood and sets it aside and goes to where there is another large pile of wood, and they pick up a hardy piece, and you see that they sort of smooth it out again with their hand, not with tools, not with a saw. They just sort of smooth it into the same shape and place it back on. You need to be more careful.
Thank you, Alice. I was taking care of a prime directive, and, well, I put my life on the line to protect it, but that won't be a problem moving forward. Thank you for repairing my arm.
Oh, have you chosen not to put your life on the line for this directive?
No. The authorized user who gave that designation no longer has authority for the request. I still wish to protect the shard because it will protect the forests. But less so, I suppose. I think Kynel is not looking at Mare in any way, is just staring at Alice. Not to imply that anyone in the group was the one to do it. I think it's up to Alice if they're interpreting it as such.
I should like to ask about that at some point, but first things first.
As an authorized user, you have the right to do so.
Which one of you has the piece?
It's Mare, right?
Mare.
Is it me?
Yeah. Mare.
I thought it was in my bag.
Mare has it. Mare has it. That one's Mare.
Thank you, Tempest.
No worries. She tried to kill me.
If
Might.
I tried, you would be dead.
See?
Whoa.
See that you truly do live up to your reputation. May I please observe the shard?
What do you think of when you hear of this shard?
Potential.
In what way?
It is not for me to decide what way. It is raw potential.
One you wish to wield?
No. One I wish to protect and preserve.
I think she looks to Brim for a moment.
I think Brim is a little crossed at the moment. I think he is going with the flow of the moment and having to trust both of you, even though he doesn't know this druid, and Mare has constantly made slights towards Tempest. So he's just slowly nods his head, but is still keeping his distance and is watching very carefully what's happening.
She goes in her cloak and unfolds from a piece of cloth.
She eyes this broken piece of some divine substance. May I?
You may.
She'll take it. And she still uses that fabric, so she's not directly touching it. And you see she inspects it very closely.
What are you looking for?
I was hoping to see that this was a false, but unfortunately, it is not.
We
No,
have one of
Brim has
those.
the false one.
You possess a false one.
He just makes an illusion of
Oh,
it just
clever.
appear and float around.
Hmm.
It's worked thus far.
And what do you intend to do with this piece?
What I would like to happen is for it to be sealed away, forgotten, unable to be reached by anyone.
Well, if I know your society outside of my forest, I know that you are not keen to let go of rumors of treasure so easily.
There are already people hunting as we speak for it. Not only the deities, but also the Nothing as well. They torched Billow Bay. A single Nothing torched Billow Bay. I wanted to take it to Thesa to see if we could find anyone who could possibly, in some way, shape, or form, banish the object, seal it away, hide it.
Well, I will tell you, there are some in the city who might be of use, but I will say, beware of your time there. Things in that city are not, well, as raucous as they once claimed to be.
I have not been in many years. What has changed?
Well, the ruling family is losing hold. Several bad dealings, several broken promises to the council, to those that they make their dealings with, has painted them in a negative light. And as such, I can hear conversation of those who pass by my spires, telling of a time when that city will no longer belong to their family.
And is Kellenmore Lighthaze still in charge?
For now. There's this little twinkle in her eye. For now. But it is only a matter of time, unfortunately. As per usual, your societies outside of these woods are quite fickle on who they choose to support. So, it is only a matter of time before I hear of Thesa either being reduced to rubble from the anger of some insulted king on the council, or it passes into someone else's ownership. I truly do not care which one.
We don't need the help of societies. We just need the help of a single individual who has the capability of ridding us of this object.
Well, there is one. A friend to the Spires. Branwyn. She is the royal mage. So if you mean to access her and her knowledge, I'm afraid that you will have to deal with society in some way, shape, or form. She has been quite busy trying to read the stars in hopes of finding some sort of destiny that leads Thesa to a brighter health.
What's their personality like? Are
Well,
they someone who's actually invested in the politics, or is it a necessary evil to keep the resources?
She tries to play the necessary evil card whenever we do speak, but she is one for gossip.
Understood.
Does she work in favors?
I'm sure she could be convinced. She seems a relatively understanding type.
If knowledge is what she seeks, I can help in that.
Do tell. I'm just more for my curious mind. I don't so often have many visitors outside of Branwen.
I was a former student and teacher at the Ash Rose Conservatory.
Her eyes light up a little, and her head tilts. Quite far from your university.
Very. But I would possess knowledge about stars that they may find interesting.
Is this knowledge inspired by truth, or is it inspired by grief?
Depends on whatever it is that they're looking for.
You taught at... Intriguing. Typically, those that I hear who coming from those same halls don't possess quite the, forgive the term, spark of life that you seem to have.
Yes, well, interesting thing enough, one of the most lively of professors there was actually a forged, such as Kynel. So, all sorts of characters.
Well, I would say to arrange an audience with Branwen, you may have to, and they sort of look at all of you.
Stakks is
Play
very
the
much
part.
to touch something.
What are you about to touch?
I don't know, and that's
Okay.
the beauty of it. Stakks doesn't know. Stakks is just like, I don't know what this is.
I just imagine Stacks in
I-
the background just idly touching things while we're all listening.
Stakks has been wandering around this room this entire conversation.
As you reach out to touch, we'll say it's like a flower, just like a flower. It's like vibrant purple, like pinkish petals. As you go to touch one of them, the flower itself like forms a mouth and like goes to bite, but like does so, but it's just like something gumming against you. It's this awkward feeling.
I hate that.
Oh, this is just weird. I feel bad now. I've provided a bit of sustenance for you. Is this an attack, or can you speak? My new flower friend, can you talk? And he doesn't even realize he's pulled his arm away as he's just started gesturing. So, what's your name? I'm Stakks. You have a mouth. Come on, use it.
You get real close, and you're trying to inspire this plant to speak, to use its voice. And all it does is that it just returns to being a flower.
Right. I know that look. That is a nap if I've ever seen one. I'm going to join you. And he...
Jesus.
I don't think we have to worry about getting in. We'll figure that out.
I wish you luck.
Getting
Hold
into
on.
what?
Hold on, that was very confident of you, Mare. I would like to know all the information I can glean about getting in and talking to this person. Just in case.
It would be fairly easy. Yeah,
Brim,
we can do this. Thank you.
Tempest, the rest of the party seems fairly confident. Why do you not join us in this confidence?
oh, you know what? No, you're right. You're right. That's fine. You know what? We could just go right now.
If you have concerns, please air them.
It's fine.
Guys, I think this flower can talk.
No, it cannot.
Thank you.
Oh, you lied to me.
You're welcome. The flower did not lie. It did not respond to you. Therefore, it cannot speak. I'm not sure why you assumed that it could.
He had a mouth. I don't know.
How'd you been?
After
Two
Brim,
rivers.
I feel like the
Daniel,
point.
goddamn it.
I believe you have your answer now, Stakks. Back to Tempest. Tempest, are you confident with our plan?
Absolutely, never been better. I'm so certain about it.
Excellent. I'm happy to hear it.
Hmm. You're also a bit curious individual. I register that you are. Well, you might not be the most comfortable while in my spires, but I would hope to understand if there's something I can do to help you relax more. Mhm. Yes.
Oh, me. No, I'm
Yes.
super calm. Never been
Mm.
better.
Mm-hmm.
I love it.
All right.
I have been eagerly feeding off her fear the whole trip.
What a delight that is to know, Mare.
Consider me a good Samaritan. Just doing my part.
Well, you are welcome to rest here. My grove is open to those who are... And they're going to pointedly look at Kynel. Friends to those who protect these trees.
Correct. My comrades, my friends who are assisting me in this cause. Sometimes.
Kynel,
Yes.
I am going to issue you a prime directive.
Listening. Authorized user. Authorized user Nalis. Prime directive?
I would like to designate Kynel as an authorized user.
Confirmation. Add Kynel. Previous designation, Moss, the magically operative Sylvan servant. Previous designation, Verted Unit 01 as authorized user to Kynel.
Confirm.
Like you see the lenses for Kynel's eyes start to twitch as you see them flash red, green, brown, blue, just kind of cycling through as the seams around the wooden chest all light up like request successful. Kynel is now an authorized user of Kynel.
Delightful. Now, I would like to ask you, what do you feel about your current predicament?
I think there's this pause where Kynel is waiting. He's about to ask for confirmation that he's allowed to say something. And then it's just like, no, I can just do it. At this current moment, I feel confidently that I am the only person of this party who can handle the task that is given to me from my former designation. There's a potential that everyone else will slow me down and get in the way.
Absolutely.
I'm glad you agree, Tempest, which means we can fix this problem.
All right. This is an unforeseen turn. I wasn't aware that Kynel had an ego. It's quite entertaining.
Forgive me, it's less of an ego and more that I've seen the actions of the people around me and they don't align with my own. I don't believe they're bad people, not all of them, but I believe that their prime directives, if you will, are different from my own. And they care more about what they wish to do than what I wish to do.
Is that
Well,
bad?
No, it's
You
not bad at
sound
all.
Human.
Oh, why thank you. I am new to this.
I would like to issue a new prime directive.
I'm listening.
I would like you to ponder what it means to care for others.
How do you wish me to deliver my findings, Nalis?
however you see fit.
Understood. Is there a time limit on my pondering?
No.
Excellent. Then I shall begin pondering now. And I think he just has this robotic movement into like thinker pose.
Thinker. Amazing. Well, Kynel tries to understand the capacity to care for another. I ask the rest of you, is there anything that you need? Is there any piece that I can provide? Anything that I can do to help beyond what I have so far?
Cujo, before I say this next line, may I make a presence roll to deceive?
Go for it.
Oh no.
Are you deceiving her?
Everyone in the room.
Oh, okay.
That's a 3 with hope.
Well,
Roll,
that's pretty sure whatever it is you're going to try and obfuscate, it's going to be pretty obvious.
Yeah. This rolls into the bit that, and I feel like this is the moment where I feel like everyone realizes it's a bit of a bit that he does, where he's not as oblivious as he appears, because his next thing he was about to say is, "Wait, where's the old lady at?" And it's very obviously like he's lying about he didn't realize that she changed into this. And I feel like I rolled so low that this is the moment where everyone realized, oh, he has been paying attention. He just doesn't give it. He just pretends like he's not.
Can't show people you care.
Sometimes it's not a bit, but in this case, you caught the moment where it was him doing a bit.
So does he still says like, "Where's the old lady?" But in the most like,
I feel like he laughs at the end of it.
Okay.
Yeah, he can't help but laugh. He chuckles at the end. It's like, so where's the old lady?
All right. Well, I think I've had enough charades for the day. I will enjoy the view of this lovely, lovely village in the meantime, until we're ready to depart.
I have
As you wish.
questions, but they are very specific.
I'm curious whether you would ask them with your compatriots around, or if I'm the lucky one to just have a one-on-one conversation with the Nightmare of the Moor.
I wouldn't want to keep them with such uninteresting facts.
By all means, then, everyone, you will find that you are safe within this grove. I assure you that only those who know these woods would be able to find us. So your nothing problem will not be able to find us here.
Excellent. Then I wish to go outside.
Are you sure about that? I think Brim leaves to clear his head for a bit, and well, if he can, where he can, try to strike conversation with some of the fairies that are kind of flying around as well.
Okay.
Just learning about this magical place that he didn't know existed.
Give me a presence roll.
All right. And I'm gonna spin a hope for this using my infernal charm. Okay, guys. Sharp fang. I too am a little bit different.
Jesus.
I'm trying to just work with me here, all right? That is a 16 with hope.
16 with hope. It doesn't take too long. Pretty much the moment you announce to one of these fairies that you are interested in speaking, not only that one, but about 5 more all like sort of encircle you a little bit as they remain airborne. You learn that this grove is inspired by the very thought of whimsy. This is meant to be playful and mischievous. This is, if you were looking for a divine influence, playful would definitely be one that they would state has walked through these woods at one time or another. They speak of individuals who have wandered through and gotten lost. They love coming up with stories for these individuals based on what items they leave behind when they inevitably don't make it out and are therefore laid to rest somewhere in this forest. But they also do know some of a surprising bit of history about this region, given how long they seem to have been around for. So they sort of regale you with old stories of, star-crossed lovers that are written about in stories that walked through these woods. They talk about rulers who once passed through unharmed. You essentially get like a hefty bit of ancient gossip history, if you will.
I think I'll ask around and be like, for those who have passed on, making their way to these woods, do you ever trade in any of their items that they left behind?
You see that their eyes all light up at once.
Oh, always. What do you have to trade? We have many things.
Well, it depends. Do you all accept standardized global currency?
Do you accept the universal currency of Bitcoin?
Do you all accept that? If not, my friend and I can put on a performance for you.
That, like, you saying that, it's funny. Like, having this conversation, like, you're out in open air, everything's fine. We say, put on a performance. It's like it echoes out. And you watch as all of the fairies above, like, stop. And you can feel so many eyes on you.
We do love a good performance. What sort of performance would you prepare?
Wonderful. I will tell you all a riveting tale using magic.
Oh, we do love stories.
Come. And you watch as there is this, like, wave of light that all coalesces on the ground of this forest.
Incredible. Give me 1 second. And then I run to go get Tempest. Hey, like knock on the wooden door. Hey,
I'm like nursing a migraine.
As you open the door, there's basically the equivalent of like car headlights coming through from all of the fairies that are immediately behind Brim.
Okay, yeah, come in, get out.
Yeah, so,
stand right here.
1 second. Start a pre-show or something. So, funny story, really.
Yeah.
Imagine me there, enjoying the whimsy and the grandeur of this very quaint magical village.
Couldn't be you.
Couldn't be me. However, it is me, and I agreed to a performance with you. And we are going to tell them a story.
Did I agree to this performance?
Not at all.
Okay. Well, why not?
I just need your help with one thing.
You got it. You got it. I like clap you on the shoulder. I'm like, you got it, buddy.
Right.
Everything is coming up roses today for me. What's one performance?
Right. Okay. So, and you see he creates these like little ball of fire. Okay. So this will always be behind me, and then the ball of fire like floats behind,
Where'd
and
it go?
forms an arrow. Okay. So that arrow, right? That's the direction. I'll need you to just move a gust of wind and kind of like move me and whatever I'm creating. Right. So if you could just be like my tech sort of stage manager,
Okay.
if you will.
Okay. Hold on. Am I doing sound effects? So hold on. Now I'm interested. Am I doing sound effects?
If you would
Do
like,
better-
if you want to do a little whoosh, but just alone, your wind and my fire will create enough of a spectacle, hopefully, for us to be able to trade that instead, because I don't think they know what money is.
Oh, I'm sorry. You mean the fairies don't want to talk about Bitcoin with you the way you talk about Bitcoin with me all the time?
Imagine my surprise. Imagine my surprise.
Color me shocked.
Bitcoin, the currency that's used amongst halflings.
Oh, what a self-deprecating bunch. So, okay, this actually, I've been having a kind of weird day. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know if you heard earlier, but Mare wants to kill me.
Yes, I am very aware that you've had multiple threats towards your life and slights towards your competence, and
So if you
a
want
lot
to
of
lean into the
rudeness.
whimsy,
Yes.
I would love to lean into the whimsy.
Would you like to accompany me?
I like, I like lift myself up off the ground a little bit and hover. I'm like, show must go on, right? Let's break legs or whatever
The
they
best
say.
part is, if we do terribly, that if we do terribly, we probably won't even get booked back in this town to begin with. And I open the door.
I'm in.
Well, I'll say this as our troubadours prepare for their performance. I'm going to say here's where we're going to take our 10-minute break. So
Aww.
I know. Well, you guys have time to figure out what you guys are going to do. For those in chat, this is so delightful.
Places, everyone.
I'm
just
so
do it.
excited. You do that like kind of aggressive stage manager thing. Places.
Places.
Thank you, places.
To those,
Oh, we're gonna do 10 minutes of zip zap zop. Let's go.
I love it so much. To those in chat, thank you so much for tuning in. Give us about 10 minutes, but you should go get a snack, get yourself a drink of water, take your medicine if you haven't. We'll see you guys in about 10 minutes. Be right back, everybody.
Well,
What was that?
Busting doubles.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to my patience wearing thin.
I brainstormed.
So, first off, hi Raiders. Thank you guys so much for tuning in and trusting us through your community. Also, quick shout out to DKMC RPGs and Hack Recklessly for the raids. Thank you guys so much.
Friends.
Hi everybody. So
and Tales Archive. Oh wait, no,
Wait.
wrong one.
no.
Yeah,
Free
not
shout out.
you.
Yeah.
You did nothing.
You know what? Everybody who comments right now gets a shot.
You know what? Shout out to Daniel the DM for your raid. Oh wait, you don't raid. So, when last we left our intrepid storytellers, Brim and Tempest were preparing to regale this massive group of fairies with a performance. And it is here that I'm going to stop talking and I'm going to look at those two. Tell me what happens.
All right. Got this. We can do this. Just follow the
Just like old
arrows.
times.
Just follow the arrows.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to initiate. I'm going to spend all 4 of my hope. I'm going to initiate a tag team roll for this to tag team this performance.
Mm-hmm.
And so 3 hope will be spent to initiate the tag team, and then I'm going to spend another hope to infuse this roll with my element of fire. As the arrow behind me starts to point up, and I'm just like waiting for you to create a gust of wind underneath me. And I'm like, fire! And shooting out from my hand, fire begins to shoot out. This is a tale of passion.
Passion.
Written in flame.
Flame. What was that?
And I guess we'll roll to see how successfully I tell this story first.
All right, well, this is a tag team roll, so both of you guys give me a presence roll. I'm gonna say I've got a DC in mind. So
may I argue that can I do a spell cast roll instead? Because I am doing an entire demonstration with just my magic.
I like it.
To carry. This story is carried by the visuals. It's a James Cameron production.
Romeo and Juliet, directed by James Cameron, where the explosions take up more than half the budget.
No.
I rolled an 18 with fear.
18 with fear. Okay.
Enjoy the snack. But that's also like the highest I've ever rolled in this whole game, so I'll take it.
18. No way. Okay, I got an 18 with fear as well.
No way!
Technically,
Fucking in sync!
No,
Bustin' double!
we technically busted doubles.
I love the idea that because both of you got the exact same result, it ends with both of you like, ha.
I think, but we'll see how successful it ends up being. But he begins to go, and you watch as he creates these massive flames that shoot out from his hands, and then they begin to take the shapes of a ship, and the other one takes the shape of a lighthouse. And the flames begin to roar and make like the diagram of the sea. And he says, "This is a story about the pirate queen, the Red Death, as they sailed across the seas to the north." Hold on, what's the sea here?
Oh, he forgot his lines. He doesn't know this one by heart.
The
that's
sea of terrifying wonder
Actually,
and beauty regaling every corner of the world. Brim, what's the sea?
The one
Look in the character art channel.
Yeah, that's where I'm at now. Of the of the Limgate waves as they begin to crash through, and then we watch. The arrow points to the right. Crash landing upon the shores of the Astros. We have the army of the Pirates Queen arriving, and you see this like large figure, this Emberkin with a great sword begins to swipe, and parts of the land begin to fly away. And then he then begins to move his hands around, and then, but there was one champion sent down, an infernus, a seraph that descended from the mountaintop to fight the pirate queen. And then you just see like my arrow behind me turns into like a swirl, just like
I spin my blades. I do spinning rain of blades, but I rain of blades up.
Yeah, and so you watch this dance of blades and fire begin to swirl around. They battle day and night, until they had nothing left to give. And then as the blades fall down and dissipate, the flames turn into small little cinders. And then just staying there are these two figures. But then they realized no one had ever pushed them to this limit. The Infernus that commanded the sea and lightning itself, and the Emberkin that commanded the flames. They then formed a spark as you see the figures begin to embrace and swirl around until no one ever knows what happened to them. Some say that was the last time that they were seen. Enemies on the battlefield turn lovers. There on the shore of the Ash Rolls. Ta-da! And the arrow points down.
Oh.
You. All the fairies are like plastered to the ground as they're trying to like.
Gently.
Well done. You hear the applause of about 1,000 tiny fairies, which really just sounds like raindrops immediately around you. But you can hear these small little cheers just sort of echoing in front of you. And they are going to present some gifts.
Ooh.
Thank you. Holds out his hand to do a bow.
What is it?
It's the fanfic.
You receive, sort of carried through this mass of fairies, 2 orbs, 2 glass orbs, 1 blue and 1 red. These are speaking orbs. The pair of orbs allows any creatures holding them to communicate with each other across any distance.
Brim.
In addition, you can see that there is a stone that is passed through. It almost looks like it was a gem that it had some sort of metallic housing that has been either taken off of somebody's robe or something simple, maybe about this big. It is a pearlescent stone. This is a glamour stone. Activate this pebble-sized stone to memorize the appearance of someone you can see, and you can spend a hope to magically recreate this guise on yourself as an illusion.
So many ideas for this.
And then, finally,
There's more.
one of these fairies, smaller than the others, where everybody else has this distinct glow of yellow and gold and sort of that starlight color. This one appears as a tiny little green fairy that like flies right up to Brim.
I'd love to come with you if it means that I'll learn some more stories. Could I come with you?
I'm in the back.
Oh, I mean, our journey is going to be very dangerous.
Oh, I do love danger. My favourite stories are of those in combat. You see, I'm something of a bit of an expert and can maybe help you out when things get a little bit hairy.
Absolutely.
Well,
Allow him to come.
by all means. Tempest says so.
All right. And this this big this teeny little green fairy. I'm gonna say Brim or Tempest. Which one of you would like to
Oh, consider me the
house?
cool aunt, Brim. You can. This is your child. I watch him on the weekends.
Wait. I mean, if you want them to be your companion on this.
Can both of us be
Joint
their
custody.
parents?
I mean, I didn't
we're
really
not-
volunteer for parentage
I think
necessarily.
they're an
I'm
adult.
250 years old.
Yeah, no, I pay taxes. I do own land here in the Grove,
Not that
so
it- no,
not
it's-
look.
Yeah, it
I'm
sounds like I don't
you-
appreciate you, Tempest.
Right. Okay.
It just seems like a big step to adopt a 250
Right.
year old.
We just do plays
Again,
together. We're
Not
not
asking for
we're
adoption.
not adopting things. We're not there yet.
Just completely ignoring. Yeah, I just know. It's just, I don't know. Adoption is, I don't know. This is my first adventure. Was it my first time?
I
was
am
like,
a
oh,
volu-
I'm
We can hang out.
adopt.
Please.
Yeah. Hang
I
on.
am a volunteer, not a child.
No, of course. I'm so
Right.
sorry about that.
Right.
That's my slight. That's my. You're just so wee, and I feel a natural inclination to care for you.
Oh, so just
Die.
because I'm smaller than the others, you suddenly feel like I'm a child? Am I understanding that correctly?
Absolutely.
All right, Brim, would you like to care for me instead?
Yes, I don't think they understand how culturally insensitive that might have come off as. Sure.
You may mark. You may mark a corrector sprite on your character sheet. This tiny sprite sits in the curve of your ear canal and whispers helpful advice during combat. Once per short rest, you can gain advantage on an attack roll.
I got the
sounds
JJK
insufferable.
narrator in my ear.
Oh my god, that sounds like the worst time, to be honest.
Amazing.
Can I?
Well
would
done.
you, Brim? Would you mind if I have the glamour stone? I have an idea.
Sorry, you
Here's
were
my
talking in the
idea.
air. Can you?
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So I have an idea for the glamour stone. Okay. Here's my idea. Okay. So what we do is when Stakks wakes up in the morning, you say good morning, and he's like, oh yeah, okay, and then he walks away. And then I use the stone to look like you. And then I say good morning, and he's like, huh? I think it'd be great.
Already done. And he hits you with glamour stone.
Yes.
It's brilliant. No notes. I have no notes.
Thank you. This was very important for reestablishing my whimsy. I'm actually feeling a lot better.
Of course.
Danny, I'd like to make a request.
Is there?
Can that be a highlight, please? That
Yeah.
plot.
Yeah, I gotta write it down.
Until
The
episode
establishing.
7, where it pays
I'll
off.
have to mark later, and then when someone comments on it, and I do a reply to that comment for when they actually do it. Yeah. It's social media. Maybe. 2 hours,
So
24
dumb.
minutes. Let's fuck with that.
All right. Well, as this performance has happened, I pose the question to either Mare or Stakks. You both expressed interest in speaking with Solace. Who would like to begin? And this would
I
be a
can go first.
one-on-one
Yeah.
situation. Go ahead.
Okay. After everyone leaves, I think there's just a moment before Mare takes a seat in this place where her feet don't need to dangle because she's not too short for the chairs. And she says, all right, so will you tell me everything that's going on in Thesa with the royal family? You said that Kellenmore is having trouble holding on to powers. That the eldest son, Koricum, the one who's causing problems, or someone else?
So well traveled for a bog witch.
It's only good to know things around the world. That way you can play on people's fears. I know a lot of things.
Do you? Well, yes. It is the eldest son, the heir to the throne, that has been making dealings that many would consider rather impossible to fulfill.
The live-in heir.
Yes.
What sort of dealings?
Well, they've been in contact with the Housegander mines with an attempt to increase their tribute. They were hoping to establish a stronger supply, stronger than the one that ventures across the sea to the Commonwealth. They wanted to be the... They wanted to have enough of a presence in their business dealings to decide which settlements would benefit from those important substances in those mines.
Well, that is quite the bold stance to take.
Yes, especially because this was handled out in the open, as I recall hearing amongst some of my agents. It was very much at the Council of Kings that he made such a business dealing.
Corcom went to the Council of Kings to speak.
Yes. He was entrusted with the right, especially given that, well, they didn't really have anyone else that they could ask to do the job.
Okay. So, what's going on with the people? You said there was unrest?
Oh,
Is it
yes.
just his dealings?
Well, just his dealings implies that they are small in impact. The rest of the council, overhearing such a bold and brazen declaration of taking the Housegander mine's favor, with an intent to focus entirely on Thesa, well, you'd be surprised how many trade dealings suddenly went sour. And soon, important materials, important trade was suddenly cut off.
Right.
There is concern that he is not fit, but they have not very many options.
There are, well, 4 other children I could take over.
And break a generation-standing tradition to instead choose the next living heir beyond the original choice.
That's understanding. Have they been looking for the heir then?
They did for a time. But time, as we know, is a great indication. When no one had any information, the search ceased.
Right. That makes sense. It's been, what, a decade?
Indeed.
I'm just worried about us going there and finding out it's, well, I suppose if they're in a bit of chaos, it'll be easier for us to sneak in.
You know, what's interesting? Little fear. I've encountered many witches. And witches have one thing in common. They have their domain, and they refuse to leave it. It's curious that you're this far north. It's curious that you know as much as you do.
Well, I think the fate of the world is a good reason to leave. Plus, I can't handle all of these people and whatnot dealing with something so big. If the shard falls into the wrong hands, things are going to get real dicey everywhere. Perhaps I'm doing it for the greater good. Do you believe that, Druid?
I believe that perhaps I misjudged you. Well, you are correct. If the shard ends up in the hands of, well, let's be quite honest, any one of the Council of Kings, or any one of the Divine, the balance would substantially shift towards chaos.
Yes. Now, do you think that it is possible that the Frozen Few could keep it secret and safe?
Not many venture that far north with an intent to visit the Frozen Few lest you should join them.
Yeah. But I think it's a good idea. I mean, nobody goes up there and nobody really knows what they do. Not really. And if they do try to attack them, well, they wouldn't come out of it, would they?
It's true. The defenses are quite strong. Branwyn should have some information about them.
Yeah. She will.
Well, I would ask you a favor. Kynel is dear to us here. They are dear to me. And I do agree that Kynel's understanding of morality and emotion doesn't exactly match ours. But beyond this quest, beyond keeping this shard safe and out of the hands of those who would use it for ill, I would ask that you protect them.
At this point in time, I think that Kynel is probably the most important person to me as well. Not only for their ability to see past things like emotion, though I do find them very strong. A mind of logic is quite powerful when it is not clouded by feeling. But beyond that, I don't know. Perhaps he is precious to me. And I want to see him grow.
I should very much like the same.
I will keep him safe.
Thank you, Mare. And they say that with a little bit of a visual emphasis.
have not been called the Little Fear in quite some time.
Hmm.
Lastly, have you heard of Kyofu? Has he been doing his work?
He has. And I dare to say he would very much love to see you.
No. I'm not certain if he would try to eat my friends or not, but I would very much like to see him. Is he close?
If you follow the right paths, you can get there inside of a day. It's a smaller bog, as you are familiar, but it is his favorite part of this forest.
Yes, he does love it.
Right. Well, perhaps I'll take them there tomorrow. We might have some information. And it'd be good to see him.
Well, I wish you luck on your journey.
Thank you for your time and your information.
Thank you for keeping Kynel safe.
She stands and gives a little head tilt and then hunches slightly and scurries out.
She definitely noticed the stand to nod and then the hunch. Stakks. Actually, I would say either Stakks or Kynel. What are you guys up to? I know, Stakks, you wanted to have a conversation with Nollis.
Yeah, we rubber, Rochambeau. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
Yeah, do this with timing on the internet. Yeah. Did you not remember the happy birthday moment?
I tried to slow it down. That was amazing. I will do this because mine is more of just a scene piece as opposed to a whole moment stack. So if you would permit me to go first, I think thematically this would take place while Nollis and Mare are having their conversation about protecting Kynel and him being relevant. When Kynel lived here, he lived in like a small little alcove in a branch above Nollis's tree home. He climbs up there after the show, after seeing the performance, the gifts get handed out. And in this little alcove, it's very empty, it's very basic, but there's just kind of this little like patch of leaves that's like pushed into a bed. And in the corner is like a small potted plant. It's not like a regular pot, it's just kind of like a bowl with like, more like a mug. There's like a little handle on it that he's kind of found somewhere. And inside is this like what once was like a beautiful flower, a very small house plant that's like wilted because it's been sitting here. And Kynel goes up to it and uses Wild Touch and just kind of runs his fingers through the soil as this thing starts to stand back up and bloom again and just starts to sparkle with this like purple glow. And there's no physical tear, but I feel like the somberness in the air feels like if there was a moment to feel like he missed somebody, it's now. And then I think he just kind of sits there in his own silence for a while. But yeah, that's all Kynel does.
What? And you can reveal as much as you like.
Yeah.
What memory is associated with that plant specifically?
I think Kynel sees almost like a viewfinder slideshow moment of this opening of a chest that he like walks out of, a small little old lady trying to pick up a watering can that she can't hold, her pointing to a flower patch of like freshly planted seeds that hasn't been touched yet, the closing of a closet door, and then that reveals into just a bright light where there is no finality to that memory.
I like the idea that the air felt different when you were thinking about being directed towards these seeds. It felt warm, but not stifling. What kind of seeds were they?
I imagine something simple, maybe just like sunflower seeds. Just something that you'd put in like your own little special greenhouse on the side. Something you would just be like, I want something that looks pretty near my house.
Make me a knowledge roll.
Oh boy, I just leveled that out. That is an 11 with hope.
You focus in on that memory, and you can't make out words, but you can almost feel the warmth of an old lady's voice speaking, almost with care and affection, as you were directed to these sunflower seeds. There's a lovely little timbre in her voice that, in this moment, as you're sort of reliving this, it comes to mind, and it leaves you feeling, well, I leave that up to you.
I think there's still a void of feeling. He still doesn't feel anything, but he believes he should feel sad. He believes that he is missing something that should have kept him grounded, and he wouldn't be where he's at right now if that thing had stayed.
What do you do after you experience this?
I think Kynel puts the flower back on the shelf, turns out to the grove, and kind of just dangles his feet off. Maybe sees just like a glimpse into the house as Mare would be walking out and Stakks going in, seeing Brim and Tempest surrounded by fairies and getting these gifts and still celebrating after this amazing show that they just had. And I think there's a physical warmth. Mainly, I think the fire elements inside of his chest start to burn a little bit, almost with the attempt to feel something, like turn what is magic into an emotion that doesn't seem to build anything other than a physical burn. As he sits back and just looks up and says, Talia. And then goes quiet.
Stakks.
Yeah.
We come to you. You said that you wanted to speak with Solace.
Oh, am I allowed to come back in now? Is it a whole thing where you just didn't want us back here?
Oh, you can come in if you wish. It's perfectly fine.
All right, just making sure. I didn't want to be rude. So, Noel is correct.
Yes.
Right. Stakks, pleasure to meet you. Question for you. You seemed fairly well versed in what we've been calling the nothing. How much information do you have, and how much are you willing to give me? By habit, I don't dislike most people. I'm mostly, I don't want to say dismissive, but most people are people. I like them, or they just keep going. But this creature, churns my insides. And I fear it's turning what is a normal, passionate zeal for life into a passion for revenge and pure violence rather than actual just a zeal for fighting in combat. I need to know where to find them so that I can root them out eventually. And if you can help me in that goal, I will be most grateful.
With which intent do you wish to root them out?
Well, they burned an entire town down for no reason. I saw them suck the literal life and passion out of two. Honestly, if they trained up a bit more, good fighters, though they couldn't lay a hit on me, I can't allow that to stand. So, I'm afraid I can't answer the question other than I think they need to go. Other than that, I don't think I'm equipped to think that far ahead.
Make me a presence roll. This is meant to persuade.
I'm going to roll physical dice because if you didn't see the chat, Demiplane decided to completely restructure my character and completely deleted them out of the entire thing.
Oh, thanks, Demiplane. Ugh.
Yeah, I looked down and I was just like, it just says Daryl Tyrone Vio's character, level 1, nothing else was there. So it's 2d12, correct?
Yes.
Yes. And presence, what is this, what particular type of presence roll is this? Is this one of the ones where I would get advantage?
This would be persuasion.
Okay.
Wow, yeah, it really...
That is one.
It really completely top to bottom just removed.
Yeah. Bye.
On my side, I've got your stats from before. So for presence, you just have a +0 for this.
Yes. But because of what I am, I get advantage on all presence and command rolls.
You do.
Which I believe is what, a D6?
A D6, yeah. You roll a D6 and it would be added to your result.
Oh, God. Like, so much dice just flew all over the floor. It's fine. I blame this on Demiplane. I'm going to mute my mic because this is going to be loud.
Oh no, did Kudo just disappear?
No, I'm here.
Oh,
I'm here.
What's happening?
Every session. Every session. Don't know why. Video Ninja's like every session, every single time I run now, at least once it does that. Don't know why.
This is you know what? Because it's the gray dice, and I believe gray is usually the color with fear, we're going to say that was a 14 with fear.
Solace almost looks sick as they think about the nothing and they sort of chew their words before they speak. Have you ever traveled to the Delisgami Vale on Twin Drake?
Kuju, I'm going to ask you, have I?
Well, I will tell you what is known about the Delisgami Vale. The Delisgami Vale is the closest, in my head, and obviously we are all world builders here, so at any point you guys will be like, we'll put it to a vote. The Delisgami Vale, I feel like, is the closest to a Feywild that Anyma has. More so than these woods. These are warm, singularly minded. The Delisgami is chaotic nature. Not without its wants and desires and way of existing peacefully with the outside world, but it's got its obstacles. There are those within that are quite dangerous if they are crossed.
This the one with the big tree?
Yes.
I heard of it. Haven't been there. Haven't had the pleasure.
They say that the Delisgami Vale is the personification of dreams. Those who are more fanciful, those who have more lofty pursuits, find a home within. There is, unfortunately, a part of the Vale that is forever scarred. The Nothing do not dream. They do not aspire to personal heights or desires. They do not function the same as you or me or any of your compatriots.
And almost with the exact same venom in his voice, he says, they have no passion.
Precisely. It is in that they have discovered a power. They have discovered abilities that can be granted onto them after. And they hesitate after what they refer to as the breaking.
Your pray tale is the breaking. If it's painful to talk about, I'm not going to push it, but now you got me interested.
Take your heart's desire. Take everything that you care for. Everything that you feel affection for. Good, bad, love, hate. And imagine that every association you feel be taken from you. I don't know much more than what I can surmise, but I believe that their methods of creating nothing is by breaking those who would then become nothing first.
think they seek out those on the brink and then take them all the way there.
Precisely. The heartbroken former lover, the mentally possessed scholar who won't be recognized for their work, the ruler of a royal family who will never aspire to the heights that their parents once did. These are who they recruit. And as long as there is heartache, there will always be the nothing. I cannot say more than that.
Is there a chair, or was there a chair that would actually fit Stakks, or was everything
I'm going to say that
size
everything's a
and scale
little
for the
small.
shorter
In the
stature?
corner, there's a metal chair. that-
There's one solid metal
Just
chair
one solid
and
one.
12 destroyed metal chairs that have all been caved in.
You should sit in it.
Am I the only one who? I feel like my brain went somewhere else.
You went to cuck chair, didn't you?
Yeah, that's exactly what I thought.
Um,
That's exactly what we were doing. Okay.
The druid cuck chair is crazy.
You sit in the corner. That's the first thing I thought of.
Awful.
Behind the shrubbery, you can see their eyes
No.
watching.
Yep, all right, let's put this flower in the chair and let's get to it now.
Jesus.
All right, everything they are, going right back into it, everything they are rails against all the things on my insides. Quite literally, when one touched me, all I heard was a scream saying, "Get it off of me, get it away from me." So, I appreciate the information. What I do with it, I don't know yet. I think this is the first time being a being of almost pure passion has annoyed me. Sometimes it keeps me from thinking to the next point.
It's frustrating now having to plan your moves, isn't it?
All right, I'm over it. Thank you.
Yes, of course. Just do me a favor.
Yes.
If you see one of them, if you see one, you all may stand a chance. If you see more than one, you run.
I've seen what one can do. And if I'm being completely honest, I almost took it out, but I had the others to consider. I'll heed your counsel, though. One by one. Brick by brick. I didn't get back down on my hands and just kind of grinched out the door. All right. I look like Frank getting out of the couch and Always Sunny.
Well, I would ask my adventurers. At this point, we'll say that you all have a moment to reconvene. I would ask, what is the next step of your journey? What does that look like?
Unless there is a suggestion from Mare to visit their friend here in the forest, Brim would just suggest continuing on with their journey.
If you give me a couple days, I can go on my own to see them. Just to get an idea of the fears that we'll be walking into. I learned a little, but not enough.
I think it would be best if we went all together.
If you wish. But I will warn you, the way I feed off of fear and the way Kyofu feeds off of fear is very different.
If you think that whatever they have to offer is worth it, then we can do so.
You feed on what?
Fear.
Just as you feed on what you feed on.
Food?
No. No. Don't you understand now? What you are, a being coming from power of emotion. You not only have the drive, you also gain benefit from those who give off that feeling.
Nah. I think I'll stick to steak.
You can say whatever you like, but it is in your blood. And it is not bad. It is just the way the world works.
Alright, you're starting to sound like my parents now. Oh, yes, well, one of you is always born with a thing of... Man, I don't have time for all that bollocks. So, we're going to see a friend that feeds on fear.
Yes.
And you feed on fear.
Yes.
Who amongst you is afraid? Don't be a snack. Oh, God.
Brim tries to grab your hand. Tempest. And he kind of pulls you to the side. I appreciate everything that you've done for me. Your companionship, your friendship. It has been incredible. Are you sure you want to do this?
Well, yeah, what else am I gonna do? Go back?
Well, the fairies always would love an encore. And you could tour solo.
Are you trying to kick me out? Because
No, I'm not. I just
really-
wanted to make sure that you felt safe.
I don't really want to leave. I'm very anxious, and if I turn around and I go back, I'm just going to go back to the places where trouble happened, and that seems like that would be a really irresponsible choice for me to do by myself. And I would ask you to come, but you're doing the whole hero thing and going that way, so I should come
hero thing.
with
This
you
is
are.
momentary. This is
Brim,
a momentary
you had the whole,
departure.
oh look, I have the fake one, you take the real one, look at me.
That was
you.
that was a very straightforward distraction.
If
It was not a hero thing.
there's any such thing as a straightforward distraction, but okay.
I just want to make sure you ready yourself for what's next. And
I mean,
I've got your back.
I appreciate it. And, worst case scenario, I just throw poison in someone's food and get the job done, and that's what I'm good at. But
Whoa.
It sounds effective.
not you. Thank you.
You just randomly throw poison in people's food.
No, that's not what I said at all.
That's not what they do as an apothecary.
That's ridiculous.
Stakks, I'm still
Everyone else sees the name tag that says, "Hi, I'm a poisoner assassin," except Brim, and I love it.
Stakks, I don't think you understand how an apothecary works.
No, I do. Trust me, I do. I've carried my fair share of people to an apothecary for pain ointments. Just throwing I'm sure they have poisons. Throwing it in someone's food is not at their forefront. But hey,
It's just an example.
you do you, Tempest.
I'm
You
not
do
gonna
you.
poison your food.
I'm not afraid that you would. You would not survive the attempt. So, Mare, is your friend going to try and actually eat Tempest if she's afraid?
It's not quite that simple. Death is the end of fear.
Okay, so
That sounds
So,
like another death threat. Just a little
I've
bit.
not threatened you.
I think quite the opposite, Tempest. It sounds like if you were to die, our friend would have no longer anything to feed upon. They wish for you to continue living. It's
is
more
your
of a
friend like a
compliment if you
giant
think about
spider
it.
or something? Sorry about that, Kynel.
You're fine. Talk over me, Stakks.
That's my bad. There was a weird pause on my end, and I thought it was over.
That's okay. These connections are weird.
I'm sure we're going to smooth over all of our relationships along the way to this next
I'm
place.
doing my best to show caring, as I was directed to do. I wish to make everyone as comfortable and getting the objective done as we can do.
Sprinkle of passive aggressive.
Is that what that was?
You
I'm
tell me.
kidding. I'm not sure.
I can't explain it, but whenever somebody's a whiny little bitch, I can't help it.
Really, I believe the word is bothers me. I sure wish you would stop.
Tempest.
Yes.
On the journey, I will teach you how to channel your fear. Because fear is part of every person. Every being has it. But it is how you use it that will make you vulnerable.
Thank you. I just turn and I go this way.
This is,
Kynel would lean over to Brim and be like, I believe they're growing closer. I think it's working.
we have quite the party. I think we've all grown today as a party. After you, Kynel.
Right away. So we are going after the friend. Definitely. All right,
Yeah.
cool. Could you need me to roll for the friend? Or
I think I should lead the
Well,
way.
yeah, I was gonna say what we do.
Mare will be leading that role,
Mhm.
but
Next
that is
week.
going to be for next episode.
Oh man. I was ready for another 3 hours.
Quick, everyone, take a potty
But
break.
as per usual, I do love a good post-credit scene.
Mm.
Billow Bay is not entirely destroyed. Some of the buildings still remain standing. The mayor's abode still remains, with the now ashen signs of a fire that coursed through this town. And emblazoned on the side is Mayor's message. Standing immediately in front of that is a familiar individual. A elf, bald head, with markings going up the back of their head, all the way towards just above the crest, right above that forehead, with ears that point out. And they stand and sort of cock their head. And from the shadows, you can hear...
It sure sounds like they have something you want. It sounds like something that I want too.
As slowly creeping from around one of those crates of supplies or food that has been destroyed in the fire is this teeny little gnome with a wild gaze.
What if we made it ours?
And the nothing will turn and regard that little creature. And that is where we will end tonight's episode.
Oh shit, the Fire Nation's crazy.
Hey, yo, there is no war in Bossing Say.
Wow.
There certainly was.
Fucking lies.
Before we end tonight's session, I want to throw it to our wonderful cast. Let them know who you are, how we can support you, and where we can find you. Let's start with Danny.
Oh man, I was yawning.
I know.
Hey everybody, I'm Danny. I've been playing Kynel this evening. Sad robot times. Typically you can find me at CGNEB all over the internet, talking about in-game news, reviews, whatever we choose. So yeah, check out the TikTok, the Instagram, and the YouTubes. I make short form content where I talk about upcoming games that you should check out. The more you watch those, the more money I make. Literally, I have multiple sources of income from that. So just pull up your phone and let that loop like 10 times. Like, do the little share. All that stuff's really important. It's good. As far as dice rolling goes, you can find me here on Thursday nights. And then next week is our finale of Electric State over on Rediscovery RPG. We are at a Burning Man event called Burning Drone, and we're currently trying to fight with two old men that are very much inspired by Mark Zuckerberg. And I forget the other one. I'm going to say Bill Gates, but that's not correct. And they're just fighting over who made better robots and who made bad robots. And it's a fun time. We're going to set something on fire. It's going to be awesome. But yeah, the finale for that's next week. That's all I got for dice roll right now. So I'm going to pass it to Daniel.
Oh, hey, that's me. Hello, everyone. My name is Daniel K. Hargrove, also known as Daniel the DM. Listen, twitch.tv/Daniel the DM. I'm playing either some Final Fantasy 14 or some Marvel Rivals. That's what I've been doing lately. I haven't been doing it lately because I've been kind of sick for the past couple days, but I should be back on that horse sometime soon. I think that's what people say, back on the horse. Regardless, you soon will be back for Bitten Season 3 and also Fears and Fortune Season 5. So all those will be starting up very, very soon. So super exciting. Stay tuned for those announcements. With that being said, LB!
Hello, everyone. I'm LB or LB Hackham up on the Instagram and the Blue Sky. I am also Hack Reckless here on Twitch and on YouTube, where tomorrow night, Ren and I might be finishing Resident Evil Requiem. We are both going to dress up as Grace. I have my outfit ready. Get ready for that because that's going to be fun. Yeah, I'm going to be live on Sunday for a new game with the Scooby Squad, which is Cujo. We've got Wally. And then Lythander, aka Greg Leatherman, and we're being joined with RJ as well. And we are running through Teens with Attitude, which is the new season of Kaiju Commandos Special Ops. It's going to be campy. It's going to be fun. It's going to have kaiju battles. I'm hyped to do it. I'm pulling from a lot of references on this one. I hope you guys enjoy, especially those who have watched kaiju films. One specifically I am pulling from that I am very excited about. But yeah, that is on Sunday. And then, yeah, we're probably going to plan a new Slop Squad. Danny and I will be doing a Slop Squad game. So that's going to be fun. Keep an eye on socials for that. But yeah, that's me. I'm going to send it over to Daryl.
All right. Hi, I'm Daryl. I played Stakks. You can find me here on Thursdays playing Stakks, or on Saturdays playing your favorite Ventru, Deacon Hill, over on Another World Tabletop. We are ramping towards our series finale. This upcoming episode, we will be diving into the labyrinth beneath Calgary, and all that's down there is a Methuselah. If you know vampire lore, you know how bad that is. And a demon. If you know World of Darkness lore, you know how bad that is. I'm probably going to set someone up to die. Don't tell them. Other than that, anything you need to find me on, I'll probably post about it on Threads, probably on Twitter. I'll never call it X, and Blue Sky. You can find me at Mr._Daryl Dorsey almost everywhere. That's it for me. And sending it over to Aaron.
Hi, I'm Aaron. I used to be here, and now I'm just here.
Existing.
So, I mean, you can find me here on Thursdays. Otherwise, I'm writing smutty Dragon Age fan fiction all day long, baby. So if you want links to some very spicy stuff, DM me. That's it. Danny.
I guess it's my turn again.
Oh, you went already.
Yeah,
I believe you meant
all
the proper one.
Now
Daniel. Did already went? Did I pass it to Daniel?
Daniel already.
You were literally
I
making
thought
those
Daniel.
notes.
I thought
Listen,
you didn't.
I'm going
Passing
to.
it off to
Now we're both fools.
We
Look
are
like
professionals.
Aaron
Hi,
was actively
everyone.
writing smut during that and was not.
Hi, everybody. I'm Cujo. You can find me all over the place as either Cujo Plays Games. Find me at either Cujo Plays Games or at Crit Hit Chronicles. You can follow it on all major social media platforms, not that one. And for official show announcements, highlights, updates, that sort of thing. On Wednesdays, you can typically find myself and LB over at Nerd Immersion playing some D&D, but you can also check out this channel where we have drift fishing run by our beloved Lauren Obo. It is such a wonderful, wonderful game, and you guys should watch it because Lauren is an absolute delight, and we love Lauren. Thursdays, you found us. It's Sagas of Anyma. Fridays, you can catch us for Shadows Over Baldur's Gate, which is our spiritual sequel D&D campaign to the award-winning video game Baldur's Gate 3, which has been a wonderful amount of fun in the Feywild. And outside of that, I will tell you that there is going to be an announcement for a new show coming up soon. 2 new shows, actually. So there's going to be a lot of stuff coming onto this channel. So you should follow us so you can keep in touch with the socials. And we also do have a community Discord if you are a fan of just sort of hanging out and chill vibes and all that stuff. And just as a reminder, we do have all of our prior episodes of all of our campaigns available on YouTube. So if you're a fan of TTRPG actual play content, there are many episodes for you to go and check out. And beyond all of that, we're going to go ahead and get a raid set up for Blizz. But before we do, as always, quick reminder, you are loved. You are appreciated. Please be nice to each other. And we will see you guys next time. Good night, everybody.